Chris, what is our fifth main topic today?
This comes from Hayden. Hey, John and crew. A new Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness TV spot just dropped and gave us some cool new shots, including a menacing-looking Wanda, barefoot, dripping with blood as she crushes the head of an Ultron bot. This just raised my excitement level yet again. What do you guys think? Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in. Now, look, I have been skipping, quite frankly, most of these new little 30-second spots for Doctor Strange that I've been putting out. But I do that for most movies. Like, I eat up every single trailer and every single featurette. But I generally skip the little 30-second things because they're just minor variations of things we've already seen, normally. But I got this message from our viewer. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I went over and I took a look. And sure enough, there are several very, very fascinating things about this image to me. So first of all, you do have a Wanda walking very menacingly, covered in blood, all while crushing the head of an Ultron bot. Like, not even paying it attention, just like a snap of her fingers, and the Ultron bot just destroyed and all that kind of stuff. The bigger thing that stands out to me, though, is this. It's where this picture is from. That's the Illuminati chambers. That's the Illuminati chambers. She is walking in to wipe out the Illuminati. I mean, it's...
And she's going to.
And she's going to. Look at it right there. She's already killed somebody. In this. Like, she's already killed somebody. And she's wiping out the guards. She's covered in blood. She doesn't look like she's there to welcome the new neighbors next door. She is walking over to murder people. And to lay waste and decimation and death and destruction. And I looked at this and I went, oh my God. As a quick little, literally 0.8 of a second shot that's in this new 30-second spot. I went, oh my God. And it brought back to my mind all the theories I've had over the years. That Wanda's going to be the villain of Doctor Strange 2. What you watch. Wanda's going bad. She's breaking bad. Now, I mean, there could be a lot of explanations here, right? This very, very well could be our Wanda. It could be this is the multiverse. It could be a different version of Wanda. Whatever it is, a Wanda, whether it's ours or somebody else's, is going to be the villain of this film, ultimately. And I think this one shot in this new spot absolutely confirms that. Because it ain't the hero of a story who's walking into the Illuminati chambers to kill the Illuminati. So I love this 0.8 of a second shot in this new little spot. I think it looks brilliant. And you know what, guys, out of all the stuff we've seen, the giant tentacled monsters and the zombie Doctor Strange and the third eye popping up, this is the most horrifying image I've seen. This is the scariest, most terrifying, Carrie-inspired version of this thing I've seen so far coming out of this movie. And I love it. I didn't think it was possible for me to get more excited about this movie than I already am. This image did it. I'm stoked. I can't wait. I'm gleeful right now completely. Rob, you had a chance to take a look at this image. First of all, what do you think about the image in general? But then, what do you glean from this? Looking at the environment, her, whatever, what do you take away from this image that you
I think just what you said. I mean, here's the thing. Wanda, to me, in this movie, it's all about grief. She's looking for her kids, just like in the Avengers Disassembled comic. She's lost her brother. She's lost the Vision. She's lost her children. She's lost her quote-unquote parents, if you believe certain theories. She's a woman that's been broken. I mean, broken 4 ways till Sunday. And she's confronting people that could have prevented some of these deaths. They're the Illuminati, they're outside of time and space or whatever. And she's like, you allowed this to happen to me? You could have prevented this at any one time. Who the hell are you to do this? I mean, I'm sure when she finds out, I mean, she's using the Darkhold to try and find her kids, whatever the hell she's doing, just like she was in Avengers Disassembled. I'm sure she goes full on, I mean, around the bend, broken, and I'm just going to kill everyone. And I'm there for that. I can't wait. And that's kind of what in Avengers Disassembled, and I only keep bringing that up because that's kind of what happened in the comics, but they've adapted that. I mean, she's not in a good place. And she's going to kill all these MFers. That's what she's, I mean, that's what you all need to die. I blame all of you for my pain. You could have stepped in any one moment. You knew this was coming and you did nothing to stop it. And you abused me. And you know what? I think it'd be cool. Kill them all.
By the
Wanda.
way, this I don't know where in the film this may happen, this picture here, but it's a very, very, very similar, very nightmarish, but it looks to me, and I have no idea, but obviously because it's the same blood spatter pattern on her shirt right now, so it could happen very, very close in time to the Illuminati scene, but to me, that looks like a hospital room.
This also looks very zombie Wanda.
I think Rachel McAdams is about to die in this scene. Like I'm just saying, you want to go real dark, real fast. I mean, I don't know. Hey guys, we want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of today's video, Peloton. Now listen, in the never-ending quest to try to stay in shape, one of the keys is to vary up your workout and your exercises to make sure you avoid losing your motivation and keep from getting burnt out from doing the same thing over and over again. Peloton has you covered. I know for me, one of the keys was getting my Peloton tread and using the Peloton app to get my varied workouts in. And Peloton just keeps pushing you forward with new classes, new music, new ways to keep your workouts fun and motivating. One of the newer offerings that has me personally really excited is their boxing classes. Peloton is stepping into the ring with its newest discipline, and you don't even have to have any gloves. Discover a fast, furious, and fun workout with Peloton instructors in your corner. Even if you've never boxed before, these classes will have you working up a sweat while working on the fundamentals of form, footwork, and fun combos that will keep you on your toes. Peloton has a workout for every day and every kind of schedule. So guys, right now, visit onepeloton.com to learn more. That's onepeloton.com. Anyway, Chris, you had a chance. You saw this spot, particularly this image in particular. What do you think about the image itself, and what do you glean from it? What do you like deduce from the image that we've got here?
Well, one, we can't believe everything in the image. Right?
That's
because
true.
we've seen this before in trailers where certain things get swapped out. That might not be an Ultron head.
True.
I think it's likely it is because of that PG-13 rating. It's going to be some kind of creature or robot or something like that.
To your point, look at the head. That looks like blood coming out of it. Does a robot have blood?
I'm no scientist, John, but robots usually aren't filled with blood. They don't bleed blood. So I think that could be anything else. I could think that could be someone else. I totally agree with Rob that this is her interview with a vampire moment. You did this to me. Charles Xavier, we can totally steal from their favorite trope in the comics, right? Put up psychic barriers, has her create her own reality or augments her memories, or at least blacks out some of the parts of her true childhood before Sokovia or before she created all of this, however you want to go about it. But I think she is going to hold these people accountable for what's happened to her brothers, her children, her partner, all of it. And I think it's going to be a big old come to Jesus moment of her just cooking fools.
And remember, we've already stated that we believe that Magneto exists. They're finally going to come out and say, yeah, she's a mutant. Of course she is. And she knows that Charles Xavier is king of the mutants, basically. And I'm like, enough of this pretense. I'm coming for you, dude.
By the way, one of our viewers in the live chat, Sebastian Lerda, goes real dark with this image. Says, okay, I get it. It looks like an Ultron bot. That's Vision's head. It's like, is there a more wow, she has broken bad. I mean, I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that's a really cool theory that they put in there. That what if possibly maybe that could be Vision's head? Rob, I mean, I think we all like this image. It's profound. Man, where are you at right now with Doctor Strange with what we could get in here? Because also remember, this is 2 hours. So we can't get all 20 of the cameos that we think we're going to get and the 55 different storylines that we think we're going to get. Clearly, Wanda is a key part of this story. Where are you now on the whole idea that Wanda is the villain? At the end of the day, she's the villain. Whether it's this version of Wanda, that version of Wanda, but that at the end of the day, Wanda is the villain of the film.
Well, remember, I mean, Stephen Strange started out as a doctor. You know, he is a healer. And I think that you know, again, I keep going back. I don't know why I keep going back to Avengers Disassembled, but so much of what's in there, especially regarding Doctor Strange and Chaos Magic and Wanda, I think it's really going to come down to Doctor Strange had no idea how damaged Wanda really was. Goes there, probably steps in it, and kicks off something that is his fault. Maybe that's the spell. He was trying to contain Wanda at some point and did something that kicked this whole thing off. But ultimately, Doctor Strange wants to help her. Literally, as a doctor, I want to help you. And that's where things go horribly awry.
I want to ask Aaron, like, you had a chance to see this spot. You see this image. What's your reaction to it? What are your thoughts of it?
I love that she's a very scary Carrie. I love, I mean, there's just something really beautiful about an angry woman just covered in blood, ready to just kick some ass. And I also love the fact that she's barefoot. I don't know why she's barefoot. I want to know why she's barefoot. The barefoot is really drawing me in, as there's something else going on here. And, you know, in listening to all of this, hell hath no fury like a woman scorn. The character actually reminds me of the character of Medea. And no, I don't mean Tyler Perry's Medea. Great. I mean the Euripides character of Medea, who, you know, who everything is ripped from her. She loses her kingdom. She loses her power. She loses her family, and she loses everything to be with Jason. And then Jason is like, oh, never mind. Just kidding. I'm banishing you, and I'm going to go and marry this other woman. And she's like, I will kill your new wife. I will murder her father so that he is no longer the king. And guess what? I'm going to murder your children. She murders her own children to get back so that her ex-husband has nothing. And I love that story. I just feel like it's been so, and there is
very apt.
It is so apropos. I really feel like there is some sort of connection between the character of Euripides Medea and Wanda in this, of a woman who is just like, you have left me with nothing, so I will destroy everything. And unlike so many of the other films that we've seen in the MCU, where the driving force is power, or the driving force is to save the world, like at a certain point, like, save the world. At a certain point, what else is driving it? And for her to have this deep, immense grief over the loss of everything she loves to be the driving factor of her fury, I feel like that's just a new story that we haven't seen in the MCU so much, that I'm here for it. I love it. I'm all for it.
Real quick, Tom, if you could meet me at camera 2. Tread lightly, my friend.
Oh, Tom knows that I am.
Wow.
He is terrified of me. He is terrified.
Wow.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this image of Wanda? I mean, it could be one version of a Wanda, different version of Wanda. It looks like she's walking in to take out the Illuminati, depending, looking at the pillars and stuff like that with the Ultron bot. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.